Welcome back, friend. Most cold email tools are quite frankly a waste of time and they are a ripoff. I'm going to show you the best one that we are currently using. We tested them quite literally all the ones that are worth testing. We have tested them. I'm going to show you the best one, my personal recommendations, the one we use to personally send out almost 1 million emails every single day for us as well as our clients. So here we go. The tool is called people.ai, recently rebranded to Plusvibe. What really caught my eye, first of all, with people is just the pricing is awesome. Like $77 a month. Like most people are going to be fine with 150k emails a month. Plus it gets you an AI reply agent, which none of the other tools do, which is great. It's got webhooks and advanced premium warm-up pool, which is great. One of the best. And pricing wise as well. Another thing I like about it is you can just contact their support team, which is so helpful. I mean, if I talk about Smart Lead, if I talk about Instantly, if I talk about any of these tools, their support is just terrible. The tool might be okay, it might be good, but the support is terrible. If something goes wrong, you want someone to help you and respond to you relatively quickly, right? And that's not the case for most tools, except people Plusvibe. It is just great. Like, gonna get a reply back within a minute or two. Doesn't matter if it's a Sunday, which I freaking love about this, right? And I'm recording this in the middle of August, right? Most people are out of office. If I were to message them, they're gonna get back to me within a few minutes. Okay, it's number one. And how it looks like from the inside is like this. It's very simple. UI is just so clean. I don't want to boast the tool, but I really like it. I've just used so many. I've used Mistrika, I've tried Instantly, I've tried Smart Lead, I've tried like 15 other more tools. There's just so much more, and it's just such a pain in the ass to switch from one tool to the next. Okay, so let me show you how it looks like. And basically you can click on this like email icon and you're going to show you the email accounts and the warm-ups you have set up. You can add a new account here, so connect Google, Gmail, Outlook. Or, well, if you're running a bunch of Outlooks like me, if you're wondering how I'm getting like 3,000 plus email addresses, this is probably costing me like a couple $100, like $200, $150 max. Okay, so the point is, if you want to upload thousands of email accounts all at once, there is scripts for it within Plusvibe. So just simply ask support about it. They're going to give you the link and you can just log in and bulk upload a whole bunch of accounts all at once. It's going to do it for you in the back end, and if there's any problems with the accounts, you're going to be able to see very nicely and clearly. So once you got all the accounts done, you can just select a page, and you can just also you could change how many items, how many emails are shown per page. I can select 500 and I can select this page is going to be 500. If I want to, I can select 1000, which is quite awesome as well. Like, I can tweak this however I like, or I can just select all of them, which is great. Like, you can manage thousands of emails very easily. You can enable warm-up, you can disable it. You can also assign tags, which is quite good, because if you want to run like different offers, if you want to, upload them in different batches, it's quite useful to differentiate. You can click here, you can just look for Outlooks, and you can look for Google or Microsoft. You can filter for anything you like. You can filter for other providers, or you can just filter for all. And then you can also filter for tags, right? Like, for example, let's see this lead tag I have here, 500 email accounts, health overlooks, very good. I can see the response rates from these emails are quite good, right? And if I want to just put it back to all, there we go. Very nice. Next is if I want to move them to another workspace, I can do it. And that's quite good, right? If I want to move it between another workspace I have, I can just move it there. If I want to recheck credentials, I can do it. Or I can reconnect the error ones or just delete them. All right, but next I can click settings, and here's basically where the magic comes into play. You can set whatever you like here. Basically, I selected all of them. It's, super simple for the sending. Like, I recommend obviously like 5 for Outlook, just maybe if you want to start with 2 minutes interval, and you can enable warm up, ramp up, which is quite good. So you can start by adding 1 each day, and it's gonna reach it in a couple days, and you can put the minutes in between send. You can select the signature, custom tracking domain if you want, but warm up is really awesome. Like the advanced one, if you pay for at least the $77 plan, you can get it. And by the way, if you need my code below, you can sign up for people for, I believe, $65 a month if you're new for the first 3 months. But if you go for any of the custom plans like we have created with people, for example, 500k, 1 million, 2 million, and if you want to send like 5 million, I think this is 2k, This is 1k. 1 million is $500. It's $500 and $250 for the 500k, and you get appropriate amount of inboxes with that. So for the 500k plan, you get 4k, and according to all of this, you get, I think, like 4 or 8k, I believe 8k for the 5 million one, something like that. So you don't need to worry about like, oh, I'm gonna run out of inboxes like with any other tools. So if you want my discount code below, just sign up with the code below and you're gonna get access to all of this. Or if you want to, you could also create an account, or if you have an existing one, just message support and just mention my name or Scaling Room. They're gonna verify if you're in the Citadel. If you're not, you're not gonna get the discount. So you could just join the Citadel for $47 a month down below and basically get an instant ROI on it. But if you're part of it, they're gonna apply the 15 to 40% discount code on it. All right, back to the video. So what I recommend here, again, like same thing, just do at least like a 1-to-1 or 1-to-2 cold to warm up ratio, right? So you want to do that. You can do the same warm up, ramp up here, start by incrementing. But this is really cool. You can randomize the warm up limit. You can also change the business type. So what type of warm up emails you're going to get. So you're not going to get like baker shop emails. So that's quite good. You can also do a warm up schedule. You can also do custom tracking domain and a warm up signature as well. And finally, the warm up reply rate, which a lot of tools don't allow you to set. This is quite awesome. Recommend the value of 35%, what they recommend there. And that's it. Very, very simple. You can click on any of these emails and you can see, okay, I got 14 sent here, total contacted. Unfortunately, this one got a 0% reply rate, but that's sort of just with the numbers, they average themselves out. But let's just find one that got a few responses. Perfect. So out of office one, but not an actual like human response. That's fine. This is gonna happen, so don't worry about that. Okay, next, let's just find one. There we go. Okay, 12%, pretty good, right? And you can track like when we started. You can track the follow-ups that are being sent out, like how many replies, where did you get the replies, where is the bounces, and you can check also the warm-up, right? You can check if it landed in spam, where it's having issues with which ESP. It's so good, and it's just so easy to view, and you can come back to the account and just view the same thing. And you can come here to detailed analytics and see the overall performance of the campaign. You can click today, you can click last week. Let's see what the stats are today. Let's see what it was last week, just on these campaigns, on this account. Okay, let's see what it was for the whole month. You can also view that. As you can see, numbers average themselves out. But if you just view that, we sent 50k emails, almost 6% reply rates, almost 0.7% human one, which is really good. I mean, this is August we're talking about, right? 5% positive reply rates and only 1.6 bounce rates. And you can see the graph, and you can also zoom in, right? It's so good. You can also filter for providers. Like for example, at the moment here, we only have Microsoft, but if you're having some issues with one type of provider, you can easily check, okay, which one do I have provider issues with? And you can check the warm up. It's not delivering the best to Google, but it's delivering great to Outlook as well as other SMTP, 94.2% in inbox. And these were saved from spam. Obviously, this is not official. This is just the warm-up stats, but this is kind of a good representation of like how or where your emails are going. That's pretty much it, I would say, for this tab. If you want to download your emails, you could do so. You can check the warm-up status. You can also check for any of these, but you can filter for the tags. You can also check like which ones are doing warm-up, what domains you have, if you have any errors like these ones. This one needs to be reconnected, right? So I can just reconnect those. There's one that says alerts, go back. It doesn't show, might be just one of these, right? Yeah. And then you can come to the prospect list, lead list. You don't need to worry about it. You're not going to really check it. If you want to, you can create special lists and special folders to put inside of this. I really don't use this feature. And then obviously like the campaign, you can create campaigns just like any other tool. If I click on one campaign, it's just going to show me this one's performance. So, sort of same average results, which I showed you in the previous one. You can see how many people unsubscribe, how many bounce, emails sent, and you can click on the steps, like which step was doing better than the other ones. And you can turn off the ones that are not performing that well. You can see if it's out of schedule or if it's sending, like this one is sending. As you can see, a new email sent today, 904, which is so good. Like you can track, okay, this is active, but it's not sending for some reason. Why is that? And you can also check for specific tags you put on campaigns. So that's quite cool as well. So if I click on one of these campaigns, you can see Number one, you can upload your lead list. So how you would import your lead list is just very simple. Just like click on it, select the ones you want to import, and then all is good. I'll show you that in a minute as well. But this is how it looks like once you get everything set up. You can see the contacted amount, reply count, unsubscribe count, bounce count, and skip count. You can skip and check the sequences themselves. So this is where we are just giving away, I believe, a free lead magnet, so you can check and test the email as well. And it's going to load for you very nicely. And it's so easy to view this, and you can just check for another prospect, and here it highlights even the spam words for you, which is awesome. I love it for that. And as you can see, it's going to give you a score. So it's going to give you a quality score based on everything. Like if you have many questions, like 5 questions, it's going to confuse the prospect. If you have too many words, it's going to be too long. If you have images, it's going to go into spam. If your subject line is too long, it's going to be in spam as well. If you have spammy words, that's going to be an issue as well. Personalized just checks like how many times you use the variables, like how many unique variables you use, link count, and emoji as well. You can embed your ChatGPT into it or create even templates as well. And you can just check for all these. And also there's a guide for the syntax and variables, but you can also put like, okay, people date 2 days from now. You can actually mention, hey, good afternoon or good morning, and that's the time when they receive the email. You can play around with this. It's not really worth it in my opinion when you're doing volume, but that's besides the point. The tool has it covered for you. And yeah, syntax is just like any other tool. You can save, go on to the next one. You can do A/B tests just like normal. You can check how many days to wait between each of them. One thing I would like though, and the tool is missing, but like none of the other tools do. I have no idea why. But if you were able to set like the hour time, that would be great. But you cannot for now, I believe. Maybe they include this in the future. Not sure why these tools don't do it. I'm not sure why none of the tools do it, because I would like to set it like 1 hour, 2 hours, just to make it a little bit more random. Best thing would be like randomize this between like 1 to 2 days, right? I don't want this to be like specifically 1 day, right? That would be quite a good feature in my opinion. As you can see, there are some supposed issues with this one because there's no personalization. That's fine in my opinion. It says it's too low of a word count, but the thing is, this is just a follow-up. Next, you can select the schedule. Schedule is just basically like when you want to send the emails, which days. You can select your profile. So for example, I have USA, EU, and Asia. Generally, we just split it up onto those like major parts of the world. So US would be like basic North America and the America thing. Europe would be just, continental Europe and, Africa. And Asia is basically like any other part of the world that we haven't used. So the Asian continent as well as Australia is generally going to fall into it. You can select your max limit for new reach outs as well as max per campaign. And then you can go into settings, which is you can select the inboxes you want to use. So that's why tags come in handy. So as you can see, I have cheap inboxes campaign. You can set follow up to new lead count. I can do ESP matching if you want to do that. You can do opportunity value. And you can also do stop reply on send, which again, it's a basic feature I recommend. Do plain text send. And you can stop the campaign if you have high bounces. And then fallback sending is so good. Like for example, if you delete the account or there's any issues with the account, you can use another email to message the same prospect and follow up with them. So that's quite cool. And you can also set the subsequences, right? Which is basically like a different type of campaign. And as you can see, we have quite good results with these. So what this does is basically it just adds them automatically depending on a certain condition. So for example, this one is the upsell. Like for example, they got the lead magnet and now they're getting upsold onto another program. If they say no, then we send them this, right? Then we send them a separate sequence and they can play around with this. And finally, we have the Unibox, right? You can see we got 1.3k responses. We got a few interested right here, not interested, right? Automatic one. It's automatically going to categorize it for you, which is so nice. And then you can also show only unread ones. So you can just check these. Okay, these are the new ones. And that's pretty much it. Like you can play around with the settings, nothing crazy to show there. You can check your lead counts, where you are in terms of limits. If you come here, you can come to billing and usage. As you can see, I have this plan on this workspace on this account, 500k, 8k emails. A little bit went over it, not sure what happened there. Credits and next billing and which plan you're on. If you're on a custom one, it's not going to show for you, but you can do all sorts of AI labels. As you can see, AI tag manager. One thing I have not shown you, but if you come to the inbox, there is an AI reply agent which you can create rules for and you can train. It's super simple. Just follow these steps and you can basically save a ton of time managing your inboxes. So for example, if someone says a specific word like, okay, I'm interested in your offer, like this person, thanks for reaching out, although your offer sounds interesting, I'm gonna pass, right? Like you could say, if they say these specific words, then you do XYZ reply. So this is quite awesome, right? So that's it for the tool. If you need my code below, it's going to be in the bottom of the description. You can get anywhere from 15 to 40% discounts on these plans. So go ahead and enjoy. This is my recommendation at the moment. The only better tool would be a custom sequencer, right? But those are super hard and expensive to build out, and they're not going to be as nice as this, right? So you wouldn't be saving much because those take like 20 to 30K to develop, like a real good one. And then, you know, by the time you actually save your money, it's not going to be worth it. So, you know, with this, I think this is just still the best ROI. Like if you're sending like millions of emails, this is still the best way to do it. Because any other tool like Smart Lead Instantly, they don't even give you the option to, right? And that's really what I like about it. It's not just that, they have flexibility. So if you want to ask for even like a higher plan, you can just message the support, and they're so nice, they're so friendly, they help you out, and it's not like with any other tools. All right, I hope you got some value out of this. If you have any questions, just message me on IG or in Discord, and I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.